Welcome to Math with Mr. J. So here we are at the introduction to ratios. So we're going to go through the basics of ratios, how we write out ratios, and just talk about what a ratio is. And as you can see, there are two numbers on your screen. We have the top problem, ratio problem, with strawberries and oranges, and then the bottom with basketballs and soccer balls. Now, when we're talking ratios, a ratio shows the relationship between different amounts. So we're going to take a look at the quantity of one thing, right, the number of something, compared to the number of something else. So for example, number 1, we have the ratio of strawberries to oranges. So we're going to compare the quantity or number of strawberries to the quantity or number of oranges. And there's a few different ways we can write these ratios out. So let's first start by counting the number of strawberries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 strawberries to how many oranges? Well, 1, 2, 3. 6 to 3. So this shows for every 6 strawberries, there are 3 oranges. And again, strawberries has to come first, the 6, because it comes first in our ratio problem, right? Strawberries to oranges. We can also use a colon to represent this ratio. So 6 to 3, or we can use a fraction. Whatever your numerator is, the top number, that's what comes first in your ratio. So strawberries, 6 strawberries to 3 oranges. Now, just like fractions, when it comes to ratios, you want to simplify the ratio if it applies, and here it does. So we need to find the greatest common factor, or what can divide into both 6 and 3 to simplify here. And 3 is a common factor between 6 and 3, and it's the greatest common factor. So let's divide both the 6 and the 3 by 3. Well, 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So I'll do the colon way here first. Or I could put 2 to 1. Or the fraction, 2 to 1. And let's take a look at our picture over here, and for every 2 strawberries, there is 1 orange. So our simplified ratio matches our picture over there of the strawberries and oranges. Okay, so again, we can use the word 2, a colon, or a fraction. Whatever comes first in your ratio, right, strawberries to oranges up here in the original problem, needs to come first in your ratios when you write out the answer. Now, oranges, there could be a problem that said ratio of oranges to strawberries. In that case, you need to put the oranges first and the strawberries second. So let's take a look at number 2, ratio of basketballs to soccer balls. Well, there are 5 basketballs and there are 8 soccer balls. So we could put 5 to 8. We could use a colon, and that represents 5 to 8. Or we could use a fraction, 5 to 8. Now this particular ratio cannot be simplified. The greatest common factor and only factor between 5 and 8 is 1. So this is simplified. So for every 5 basketballs, there are 8 soccer balls. And remember, basketballs needed to come first because it came first in our original problem. So there you have it. There's our introduction to ratios. We learned about what a ratio is, and then a few different ways we can write ratios out. I will have a few follow-up videos on ratios where we dive a little deeper. I will drop the links to those down in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.